Hello and a very warm welcome to a brand new edition of To The Point with me, Frank Pereira. On the show this week, I have a very special guest with me. He is a veteran politician who has never lost an election in his life. The first election he contested was way back in 1972. He is a senior Congress leader. He is also the party's leader in the Lok Sabha. I have with me Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Mr. Kharge, welcome to The Point and thank you for joining me on the program. You know, a lot has been happening in this winter session of Parliament. You know, there have been several issues that you have raised. There are just a few more sittings of Parliament left. What is the strategy of the Congress really going to be?
The Congress strategy is to highlight the public grievances in the Parliament, and particularly what the BJP government has promised to the people, they are not fulfilling. And several promises they have made. So we want to bring to the notice of the public, whether it is farmers' issue, whether it is the agriculture laborers' issue, workers' issue, unorganized workers' issue. Several issues are there, but in this 1 month session we can't take all the issues. So we are taking one by one, and we are also taking the other sensitive matters, international matters like conversion and others. So these things we are taking, and I think that with limited number of Parliament members, we are doing our best to highlight the issues of public. So public should also realize what mistake earlier they did while voting this government. So we'll do all our best to highlight the issues of public.
You know, you're adopting a different strategy in the Lok Sabha and a different strategy in the Rajya Sabha. You just mentioned it. You said that you do not have too many numbers in the Lok Sabha. So with whatever numbers that you have, you're trying to do your best. So is that really the strategy to try and, you know, send out a message to the government in the Rajya Sabha saying that the opposition is in majority here, so anything that you say will not go, you're going to get a tough fight from us?
No, that is one thing. Even in Rajya Sabha also, if good constructive suggestions are there, we accept, and if it is good in the interest of the people, we are supporting there also. But in several cases, they are taking U-turn. And what acts previously we brought, they stopped. And they did not support us. That's why number of acts, enactments, amendments, they stopped. And ultimately, we got the blame that we never pushed. And we did not have majority even in Parliament and even in Rajya Sabha. With that constraint, we did our best to push not only the most of the economic reforms and most of the even labor reforms, and particularly Manrega, right to education and right to food security, all these acts we pushed through. And this is our strength because we believe in inclusive growth. That's why we wanted to take all the people with us. So therefore, whatever good suggestion comes in Rajya Sabha, they are doing their best to tackle it. And whatever grievances are there, we are highlighting here, we are bringing to their notice and lapses. So naturally, we have to adopt a different strategy in lower house,
yes,
in upper house.
You know, it's a classic case of a stalemate, isn't it? You know, a year ago, the bills and amendments that you brought into the Parliament were rejected by the opposition, principally the BJP. This time around, it seems to be, you know, vice versa. You know, whatever they're bringing in the same bills that you brought in about a year or two ago, and now, you know, you're giving the government some kind of trouble in passing those bills.
No, it is not like that. See, they are adopting double standard. We did not do that. What they are doing in the name of, for example, I will give labor reforms. In the name of labor reforms, our bill was there for limited purpose. But what they did do, in exemption clause, they put nearly 8-9 factories. So naturally, lakhs of people were deprived from that concession. So, because of that exemption. So, see, in the name of our act, or hey, this is your own act and we are bringing, but they are pushing their own agenda in that. That is the difficulty. Suppose if they bring as it is, then naturally we will not have choice. We will definitely support. But in the name of that, if you bring your own agenda and which is harmful to the people and against the people and against the interest of the people of this country, definitely we will oppose.
Okay, there are just a few days of this winter session of Parliament remaining. The government is trying to push several of its so-called key bills. What is the Congress going to do? Are you going to support the government as far as these bills are concerned?
We'll see, because let them introduce one by one all the key bills, whatever they want to bring within few days. We'll see its repercussion and we'll study. Definitely we'll take stand, and our Political Affairs Committee of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, we meet every Tuesday at 9:30 under Srimati Sonia Gandhi's chairmanship. So we'll take the decision.
Where does the Congress party's official stand as far as FDI and insurance is concerned?
No, as far as insurance is concerned, you all are aware. When we brought only 26%, they opposed. Now they have brought 49%, and they are pleading vehemently. And the same people opposed at that time. Is it not double standard?
Are you going to support the insurance amendment?
No, let us see, because it has gone to the standing committee.
Yes.
So after standing committee's approval, it will come to the House. What are the changes they made? What are the changes has to be done? Whether they are in the interest of public, we'll see. Then we'll take a decision.
Okay, so you're going to play the wait and watch game, see what the government proposes, and then decide whether you want to support the insurance bill or not.
No, because always it is better to examine all the laws, because once we pass, its repercussion will be many, and once any act you pass, that will be longer period, not for short period, or you can't change every year those laws. Therefore, we have to examine in detail.
One issue that you raised and you spoke out, very vociferously in the Lok Sabha a couple of weeks ago on December 4th or 5th, if I remember correctly, was the fact that you said that the opposition's voice is being muzzled. You also accused the government of muzzling the voice of the opposition, and you said your mic was turned off. You also said that the comments that you made were not listed in the document that talks about the proceedings in the House, and even the TV did not show your comments. So do you accuse the Speaker of being partisan?
No, I don't accuse the Speaker, because it is not good. We should respect a democratically elected government and also Speaker. And the Speaker is the custodian of the House. But how it has happened, who did it, it is the responsibility of the Speaker. She is a guardian. She has to safeguard our interest, not only my interest as a leader of the floor leader of the Congress party. She has to take care of all the members who have got elected, nearly 543 people. So, when we raise our voice, and if you don't show on TV, or if you don't allow us to speak, switch off the mic, that is very bad. That's why we brought her notice also. We have shown the proceedings in her chamber, and ultimately I think everybody will realize, if anybody wants to run democracy freely, frankly, and in the interest of the country, they will do it. Unless if any government has got a dictatorial attitude, such government will alone take such steps, doing all such things.
The government has accused the Congress of holding the democratic process hostage. They have said you're not allowing Parliament to function, you're not allowing any work to happen in Parliament, and hence you're not allowing several of these crucial bills to come into Parliament. So are you holding the democratic process hostage?
No, never. We are the people who are cooperating. We raise our voices. We raise in the 0 hour. we raise before the question hour, whatever the rules of procedure is there, business transaction rules. We are following it. We never stopped Parliament any time. Many times we raised our voice when Speaker agrees to for discussion and others. Usually we take note of that and we try to discuss all these subjects. But with their might, if their strength, if they want to suppress, because we are in minority, that cannot be done, and it cannot be tolerated in any government and in any country, democratic country. That is, we are opposing. Not several bills they got passed in the lower house. And in parliamentary democracy, there should be a give and take. Whatever good suggestion, they should accept. And whatever good suggestion they have got, they should convince us. So this is the problem. They don't want to convince. They don't want to take us into confidence. And even violating some of the rules, they bring the agenda. Supplementary business they bring. And they quote previous incidents. And if previous precedents, previous conventions are there, then similarly, those conventions and precedents are also applicable for opposition party. So, when you say something, you should say, taking into account whether it is also going to affect the other party. Simply that whenever you get some, if it is affected your business, if you tell the people they are obstructing all these things, that is not good.
So you're saying the government is steamrolling you in the Lok Sabha. But, to the government's defense, I'm just coming to the aid of the government right now. The people of the nation have given them the mandate, they've given them the numbers, they've given them the, the authority to go ahead and do what they want to do. So that's why probably they are in the position to dictate terms.
No, you have got every right to get your agenda passed or executed or implemented. But you have no right to suppress the voice of opposition, which has also got nearly 11 crores voters with it.
I represent a community which is a minority in the minority community. So I have to ask this question. The Trinamool Congress has called it a sinister plan. But what has happened in the month of December, we've seen, several comments being made by ministers in the government, several, comments that could stir up some kind of controversies and some kind of communal violence as well. A church being burnt in Delhi and also a circular being sent out to Navodayas talking about how they should come and how the 25th of December will be made a working day.
No, that's why we raised in the church matter in Delhi, and also this circular, we raised it. See, we have no objection to celebrate Atal Bihari Ji and Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Ji's birthday. We all respect. It doesn't mean that you should distort the other functions or obstruct other functions. It never happened. Why this is the first time they are doing? Why they are asking the Navodaya and CBS school? They say that Navodaya is a residential school, though there is no holiday. But on that day, there will not be a teaching. There may be a resident of the hostel or in their respective schools. But see, for even CBS schools, they have issued that matter we have raised and they have denied it. An incorrect statement is given. And I am asking one of my friends, parliament members, to move a privilege motion also on that. And we are waiting a reply from Speaker on that comment because we brought the inconsistent statement, incorrect statement in the House. The Venkaiah Naidu ji said that there is no such circular is issued and only it is rumor like that. But actually there are two circulars. one regarding CBS and another regarding earlier circular. So both circulars we have shown, we have given to Speaker, and we have resisted it. And this government always trying to violate Indian Constitution Article 25 and 26. Everybody has got, everybody can believe in his religion and freedom of expression, faith, you can follow it. But why these people are now trying and they did not try earlier? Why the Ghar Wapsi is only this year? Why not earlier? Were they sleeping for 40, 50 years? It means that they want to consolidate votes, polarize votes. So to keep that polarization process, one side their MPs and ministers are speaking, Modi Sahib is keeping quiet. He is not speaking and he is not condemning. He never publicly gave any statement except he says that I have already instructed my people in parliamentary party meeting.
On that note, we'll slip into a short break now, but we'll continue talking to the senior congressmen about, the Congress's strategy for 2016 and also the years to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching To The Point on Rajya Sabha television in conversation with the senior Congress leader, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Mr. Kharge, let's talk about the elections now. Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand. What are the party's chances really as far as these two states are concerned?
See, we are trying our best, and our leader, Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji, also touring. In few places she has gone, and also our Vice President, Sri Rahul Gandhi ji, is also touring. So we are trying our best, and naturally, this is hardly 6 months. We are putting all our efforts to get back our voters and supporters. And we'll see that what is going to happen.
So you're not setting a very ambitious target then?
See, setting ambitious target and failing is different thing. But we are trying our best without telling that we will win so much seat, we are going to do this, that. Naturally, we know all our limitations and our strategies are also there. Let us see what is going to happen shortly.
There are several crucial elections coming up in 2016, the big state of Bihar. There is also elections in Delhi as well. So how are you preparing for that? What do you think are going to be the party's chances in those elections?
Our party high command is taking seriously and they are doing all exercises. They have so far consulted number of people, seniors, youngsters, second line leaders, and even from states. Always Rahul ji is in consultation with them, and Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji is also consulting everybody, and they are doing their best.
We've seen large-scale defections, especially in Haryana. We've seen in Tamil Nadu as well, G.K. Vasan walking away from the party. We've seen several of your key alliances, the National Conference, the NCP, and several other allies also walking away from the party. Everyone seems to be abandoning the so-called sinking Congress ship, is how several media reports are putting it. Is that something that you're concerned about?
No, this will always happen because in your heydays, good days, many people will become your friends. When the days are bad, naturally, one by one, they think that we are not going to get anything. Why should we associate there? And they also try to find out small defects, small disagreements. This will happen. But that's why there is one saying in Kannada, but it cannot. How you are going to translate, I don't know. Sotaga sobti guna nodbekante. When you lose, you should see how your friends acts. Then kaile biddaga ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವ್ರ ಗುಣ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. And when you are sick, on sick bed, how your family members behave with you. That is the saying. So naturally, now we are knowing who is our friend, who is our well-wisher, who is our sympathizer, who is not. Because this is the period where we get all this.
It's a difficult phase, a tough phase, but you're not worried. You believe that the Congress is going to bounce back, and that's a fantastic attitude to have. Mr. Kharge, but I want to know from you, since you're such a senior leader, veteran leader, and also the leader of the Congress in the Lok Sabha, how do you rate Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government's performance over the last 6 months?
This government performance is everything a one-man show. You tell me you secretly get report, or you send your own people, because you have also got large network of your own, all press people, whether it is print media, whether it's TV, or other friends also outside the media. No minister is happy. No minister has got power. All powers are vested with PMO office. Whatever PMO office gives direction, that is followed in all the departments, and ministers' writ won't run. So naturally, that's why I think he has given a slogan: minimum government, maximum governance. So minimum government means he is the only, and maximum governance means he is governing everybody. So that is the slogan, fits him, and he is doing his work. Because when he said, and probably he may be thinking that all these people have come in my name, so naturally whatever I say, it should go, not what they say, I should not follow.
You know, but the people seem to be giving the government the benefit of the doubt, because they say petrol prices are at 60 rupees now. They also say that, you know, inflation is at a 5-year low. So the vegetable prices and other food prices have come down drastically. So that's something that the government is harping about as well.
I agree. International market, you know that during our period, 120 to 140 per barrel. $140 per barrel. Now it has come down. It is international market, not because of his efforts. Now it is 60-65 rupees. So more than 50% is fallen in the... so naturally diesel, petrol, everything has come down. It is not his individual effort. It is throughout the international market. They are taking credit. I can say that he has got luck in this. This luck is supporting. If anybody believes in that, because some people believe in work. If you work, then only you get something. Simply sitting and telling that it may not work out. And another thing is that, where is the... Now there is... inflation is continued. And farmers are suffering. MSP price is also not increased. Hardly 1.2%, 2% he increased this minimum support price for agriculturists. And also in vegetable prices have also gone recently. But here and there, suppose some prices come down because of his policies. If anybody says, and the Reserve Bank governor himself has criticized the Modi's policy. Make for India.
Make in India, yes.
Make in India. So when his Make in India policy, his own Reserve Bank governor has said that this is not sustainable for a long time. And we must see some other strategy. And unless you give importance, one side manufacturing, other side inclusive growth. See, inclusive growth only will help to purchasing capacity of a poor man. If a consumer has no money to purchase things. Even if you, several things if you manufacture, who will take? And that's why we believed not only strengthen the weaker section, give them some money under work. This is Narega, some other work, skill development, all these are works are done because to make them employable, make them sustain their livelihood, and they should stand on their own legs. That is our strategy. So now he is telling, he is taking some credits because of international market fall down.
Mr. Kharge, I don't know how many people know about this, but being from your state, I've followed your political career very closely. You know, you've never lost an election since 1972. 9 times elected to the Assembly, in 2009 to the Lok Sabha, 2014 to the 2014 again to the Lok Sabha. What is the secret of Mr. Kharge?
Oh, see, since beginning, when I joined Congress Party in 1969, since then, I am following this ideology, and particularly I am attracted by Nehruji's socialism principle, which is very close to our ideology, means our belief. And further, when Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji continued it, but Srimati Indira Gandhi ji implemented the 10-point program and also 20-point program. Particularly in southern states, you might have seen, even during 1977, our results were good. 1977, 8 also good. We won all those elections with huge majority.
Yes.
Not, and one of the secret also I can tell, except in one election, I had a status quo voting pattern. Suppose in first election I won 9,000 votes. Second election I won 17,000. So it was increasing, not decreasing.
All right, Mr. Kharge, we'll have to leave it at that. There's so much to talk to you about, but unfortunately time has run out. So I'd like to thank you for joining us on the program this week and sharing all your inputs with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.